Gentlemen, good evening. Tonight, we're back again for the Breakout Racing League Tier 4 here at the Vietnam Grand Prix. It's the debut season. It's a debut of a new track. My name is Jonathan Webster, alongside Saxman again for the third week in a row. This is going to be an absolute fantastic race. I know the Breakout Racing League all week has raced here. There's been some exciting overtaking. There's been some exciting racing out there at this track all week. It's looking a little bit overcast. Hopefully there's no rain in the forecast, or that might spice things up here tonight. Again, I am Jonathan Webster alongside Saxman, coming to you live from the booth here in Vietnam. Saxman, how are you doing tonight? Yeah, for sure, and I'm getting a notification that it's actually going to be cloudy to rain in this qualifying session. So these drivers got to get out there real quick in order to set their laps in the dry. We've seen it time and time again. Saxman, can you check that box for me, the audio box for me in the party chat? I don't think the viewers.
There we go. There we go.
There you are.
We're back, man. Sorry. You know, the best commentating team here at BRL sometimes gets a little wrong, but hey, that's all right.
You know, it always happens. You know, there's mistakes being made. You know, Daniel Stevens losing connection isn't as good as Saxman not being on the mic. But yeah, Vietnam. It's going to be a fantastic race as we ride along here with Mitch 712.
Yeah, man. Vietnam, like I was saying, we didn't catch it on stream, but some crazy races so far here in BRL. You know, Tier 4 has been a little wild, so I'm kind of looking forward to an exciting race tonight. Who do you have your eye on?
Well, Saxman, I mean, last week was a fantastic race. Came down to the end there at the Bahrain Grand Prix. Some surprise finishers as well. This week, I'm really going to take a look at Test Signs in the Williams. We have seen him wreck out in both races. But that doesn't really show his true pace. He has been quick at every circuit we have gone to so far out of the two tracks. He has been up there in qualifying, and it's just been a shame for him. And I think he's a really good driver. I think he's going to go out there and prove to the Breakout Racing League, as he has a little bit of a moment there, prove to the Breakout Racing League he is here to stay and has another moment and has lost his front wing. Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, that is the commentator's curse out there. I did race in the Breakout Racing League Tier 2 event here earlier in the week. It was probably the worst league race I've ever done in my entire life. It was not good at all. I forgot to load a setup, and I was having issues with my Xbox, and yeah, it was just a shame of a race. I started dead last on the first lap. There's a lot of overtaking opportunities, and these drivers really have to be careful down through corners 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here, as it causes for a lot of action. But yes, no, it was a terrible race for myself, but it's all good. Back over to the action.
Mitch 712 losing a front end plate, it looks like, man. But you said it best. These guys and their front wings and end plates, this track is quickly becoming notorious for guys picking up wing damage, and it can be detrimental to your race and qualifying efforts if you just happen to catch the wall at the wrong angle and run a little bit wide here. But Mitch 712 on the soft tires, like a pretty decent lap to kind of kick off, and you can see our UFR Ardell. Yeah. We talked about him.
135.6.
We talked about him in Australia with that double overtake. It was quick last week. Kind of going to be curious to kind of see if he can keep it clean and be consistent this race.
UFR Rage, a driver that has been somewhat consistent throughout the season, just a midfield car, but was up there battling at the top of the field last week with a 135.6, so he seems a little bit tentative right now on his in-lap, but what a lap from him, you know, to be on the board early in qualifying session. At the end of the qualifying session, it is going to rain, like we said a little bit earlier in the broadcast, so these drivers definitely are really pushing it right now. Saxman, do you know anything about the strategy here?
Yeah, so curious to kind of see these guys out here on the medium tire, Webster. We know with inclement weather coming in, expecting rain, kind of towards the back end of quali, these guys want to be out on the soft tire. Starting on the soft
Formula
tire.
Ranger goes fourth.
Yeah.
All right, so he goes to fourth with a 137.5 in front of him. BRL Phantom, we did not pick that up earlier. He goes to fourth now with a 136.4. Andrew Caesar moves up with a 136.1. So these guys are very tight here up in the midfield battle right now as we ride along with Trace Me in the McLaren. And look at that, Big Hairy Jock is back again. My favorite gamer tag in the 69, number 69 Haas, Big Hairy Jock. You know, it was ironic for him to be in the Haas car, but yeah, he goes ninth. He's definitely looking to improve on that lap, like me or not. And ER10 on the medium compounded tires goes 6th and 7th. These drivers are really going for it right now, and the rain is starting to come down, so all these guys in the pit lane are really
in trouble.
Caught out at a bad time.
And it's interesting that these guys went out on the medium tire. As I was going to say, Webster, you can take the soft tire to start the race, 7, 8 laps. We've seen guys go as long as 11 and 12 laps, try to squeeze in that one-stop strategy. If you start on the soft tire, you're looking at going to the hard on about lap 8 or 9 or 10 and hoping to take those to the end. Some guys may be gamblers and try to take that two-stop strategy, but that puts you in the back of the pack. Track position is key here, and you don't want to be caught out by a safety car.
And Saxman, let me take over here for a minute. Give me my pipe of that Williams. He's out there flying. He was Purple Sector 1. Give me my pipe has been a decent driver throughout the year so far. I think he's got one podium.
Wrathful coming out on the intermediate tire right now. This is going to be pretty interesting to see what kind of pace he has.
Yeah, I mean, those guys are really in big trouble if they don't get in a lap now on those softs. Like, Give Me My Pipe he's going to be the first one across the line. He goes Purple Sector 2, so he's flying out there. Give Me My Pipe. Or maybe it's just his first lap, you know, that's why he's flying. That's probably why I'm very tired today. I woke up at 4:45. But that's besides the point. The Breakout Racing League always goes on. It is never tired. Give Me My Pipe around the penultimate corner. Loses the back end there. Around the final corner he comes. That's going to be a difficult corner for these drivers here tonight. Up to the line. 14th to second. To second absolutely smashes half the field. Most of the field. Up to second with a 135.6.
Test signs in the wall coming to take his line and start his lap. Unfortunately, that's going to be devastating. Or already on the soft tire, and with weather and rain coming down, he's going to be struggling here.
I am really killing it tonight with that prediction before the race of test signs showing his pace tonight. So far, he has crashed out twice, and he's down
Sergeant Milk
with no time. Yeah,
Purple Sector 2.
Quite good.
Yeah,
he's been a quick driver all year long, like we've said in the past, in that pink racing point or racing point, whatever you want to call it, through the penultimate corner. Make sure he doesn't lock up through that corner, nice and smooth, no tank slapper. Through the final corner he comes. And DRS activated up to the line. What does he do? He goes fourth. So right in front of his teammate with a 135.8. So good time out of him. He's going to look to improve on that. But I don't know if these drivers will improve. I think this qualifying session is about done.
Yeah, interesting to see Sergeant Milk put a strong lap in there on the softs. Obviously able to keep the heat in the tires and keep the grip levels up. But I think you're right, Webster. I think quality is pretty much over. And some of these guys have decided to go out on mediums. I think missed an opportunity. Because I think the guys who were able to get a lap in, looking pretty stout to start the race. And UFR Rage up there at the top with 135.6. You got to keep your eye on him. He's a consistent driver, and when he gets it right, he seems to get it really right. So my eye is going to be on Rage here as we end qualifying and we start to look at getting into the race.
Yeah, for sure. Sergeant Milk's still out there on his out lap. Run the Jewels, run the Jewels. Had a consistent race last weekend. Yeah, he was up there for most of the race, just right time for him all throughout that race at Bahrain.
Yeah, I think Run the Jewels,
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, he's really stepped up his pace on F1 2020. You know, everyone's giving him a hard time, but got to give the guy credit. He's really picked up his pace, and his consistency is up there as well. So look for him to be a strong contender once we get this race started.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, right now it's not looking too good for him. He's down at 12th, and the rain is falling. So hopefully he can set in a decent lap here. I think this is his second lap on those medium compound of tires that he started on, so electing for the mediums right now. Interesting strategy from him. But yes, in my qualifying session earlier in the week, and others as well, it was mainly the softs.
Yeah.
Most of the drivers all ran on softs.
Soft tires going to give you the best performance here. You and I know that. Yeah, you and I know that the soft tire is optimal. The medium feels pretty good. The hard's a little bit of a struggle here, but it looks like Rathfull's really strong. Oh, he loses it, struggling on these intermediate tires.
Oh, what a shame there for Rathfull in that black Mercedes. That is not good for him. He's really going to feel that one after that impact with the wall. But
yeah, it's
UFR Rage is back out there. Your pole sitter right as of now with a 135.6. Right behind him, Get Me My Pipe with a 135.638. And UFR Ardell has the same time down in third, but Get Me My Pipe set his lap first. So,
yeah, Rathfull into the pits. It's looking like that soft tire might still be the tire to be on, despite seeing a little bit of raindrops here on the T-Pod cam. Interesting, but we'll have to see if Trace Me, Test Signs, and Rathfull can get back out there and give it another shot on the soft tire.
Yeah, for sure. I think the viewers definitely at home want to see a fantastic qualifying session here at the end. We may not get it due to the rain, but the race will be dry. I am told that the race will be dry, so that is going to make for some great racing around this Vietnam circuit as we ride on board with UFR Rage, your provisional pole sitter right now. And that Ferrari engine is absolutely just blaring in my ears. I cannot listen to that as he goes down the straightaway.
UFR Ardell, our
pretty
next.
Good lap.
Yeah, Ardell's our next driver across the line here. Looks like, oh, and he abandons. He's in the pit lane.
Oh, wow. So UFR Ardell comes in from third position. So those guys are really realizing that they are not improving on their time. Yeah, UFR Rage is about 0.4 of a second down on his original time. So he's out there still putting in decent laps in that rain, but it's definitely not going to extend his gap from pole. Yes, and he elects to come in. So I think this qualifying session is about over unless someone on the medium tires down there switches to the softs and sees how they go out there.
Yeah, missing Sky Hot Wheels this week. Unfortunate. It's had pretty good race pace. Got a little bit unlucky last week in Bahrain with P9. So that's going to be an opportunity for some of these guys, some of these drivers up here. Also missing TK14. Those guys unable to make it tonight. And really that kind of puts BRL Phantom and some of these guys a little bit farther down in the top 10, an opportunity to move up in the point standings if they can just get a good quality lap here on the board.
For sure. And ER10, we were riding on board with them. And that Alfa Romeo goes up to 7th with a 136.7. Very good time out of him. Little bit of an improvement, but hey, another spot around Vietnam. That's always a good thing. This track is definitely crazy. We've seen it all week. Oh, never mind. That looked like a Williams heading straight for the barrier. I just wasn't prepared for that corner and that camera angle at the time. But Test Signs is on an outlap. Trace Me is in the pits. The only one out there on a flying lap right now is BRL Phantom, and he's 0.6 up. So this track is still evolving. BRL Phantom is 0.6 up, going through the final corner. What can he do? In the black Mercedes, DRS activated up to the line. Does he improve? Yes, he does by 0.3, but that is not enough to get him up on the leaderboard any more than he already is.
Sergeant Milk getting a little bit of a wobble there coming onto this back straight, long straight. Can benefit from a tow here if you can get one from your teammate. Sergeant Milk doesn't look like he's going to improve though. He invalidated his last lap, and this one's looking like a bit of a struggle.
It is, it really is. He was 2 seconds down on his lap. Enter Caesar will not compete. Maybe he will get it back out there and complete another lap. He is now in the pit. Sergeant Milk is on a flyer, though. What can he do? And he slams into the wall.
Yeah,
I can't believe he didn't lose an end plate for that. As he comes down through this second sector, he's 0.2 down on his original time, a 135.8. What can he do through this final sector? It's very tight. I don't think that rain's going to help him. I like to call these the 3 S's. 1, 2, and then 3 back to the right. Learn my directions, and he comes into the pits. So that was very anticlimactic from Sergeant Milk. Hello to all the viewers at home, all 27 of you. This is the Breakout Racing League's debut season here at Tier 4 at a debut circuit in the Vietnam Grand Prix. It's going to be an exciting one. Please stick around with us.
Like me or not, coming
you,
across the line. Oh, he's in the wall. That's a little rough. Does not improve his time, unfortunately.
No, he does not, and he loses an end plate with it. So, like me or not, is not going to improve on his time. Down in 10th. Who else is out there on a lap?
Wrathful on a lap. On a hot lap.
Yes, he is. Give me my pipe comes in. So where is everybody out here? I mean, nobody's... I don't know what's going on. Come on, guys. Get back out there and give these viewers a nice little qualifying session here at the end. I don't know why Formula Rager is on those medium tires, unless that's a glitch.
Probably doing a little bit of practice work. Wrathful here trying to put a nice time on the board. He looks like he's holding it together here in the first sector, but yeah, track evolution not playing into these guys' favor, would you say, Webster?
No, not really. I mean, a couple of people like BRL Phantom, who was 3/10 up on their time, he was doing a lot better out there. I mean, he put in a cleaner lap, but he didn't improve at all. He didn't move up the leaderboard, and Big Harry Jock is retired. Big Harry Jock is out. He's retired from the session, from the pit lane, so he's out of the way of anybody on track. Wrathful still out there trying to put in a time in his
he's on
black Mercedes. What can he do? Yes, he is. He's a little bit on it. Comes across sector 2, and he's purple sector 2. So that means he's having a personal best lap, if you didn't know that. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that. But Wrathful through 1S, coming through the second S now. What can he do here through this final sector? Looks pretty smooth through there.
Oh, he's going to be
straight in the pits. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Well,
oh, man.
it's unfortunate.
And Phantom was retired from the session in the pit lane. I think this qualifying session is cooked. I think it's done. I think UFR Rage has stolen pole here tonight in his Ferrari.
You know, but you got to give it to him.
Shock the world.
Yeah, you got to get to him. He got out there quickly. He set a competitive lap time. Get me my pipe covered up. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. I mean, look at those top 3 times. I mean, that is separated by like margins of like seconds. I mean, that's unbelievable as Formula Rager goes round in his. Yeah, I was watching that. That's a shame to be on the stream. That's a little bit embarrassing, but we're going to move right by that. That didn't happen for Formula Rager.
Didn't happen. Commentator's curse.
Actually, something funny today that I read was Pierre Gasly came out and said AlphaTauri, or Tauri, or whatever you want to call it, is improving faster than Ferrari and Renault. I couldn't believe it. A little bit of a dig at Ferrari. Gotta get those in sometimes, right?
I think it's the color of the Ferrari this year, you know. They changed the color and changed, you know, I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, it's just the white numbering that they got on there.
I think so.
No, I'm a massive Ferrari fan. I love Sebastian Vettel. He's getting unfairly treated, but back to the action. We can't be talking about that. We'll get some people upset in here. But Mitch 712 down the back straightaway. That is going to make for some tight, fun racing here tonight, Saxman. Can you tell us a little bit about that back straightaway?
Yeah, super critical you get a good run out of the previous corner. The previous corner is a long sweeping left-hander, and you have to nail your exit perfectly because your speed is going to carry you all the way down. I'm not a big fan of the DRS zone. I think they should have shortened it because we're seeing passes that take place prior to the braking point or braking zone of the next corner. But yeah, super critical you get a good run down the backstretch. And believe it or not, if you can convince your teammate to give you a tow, it's very effective. It's worth probably 3 or 4 tenths. So
yeah,
beneficial to try it.
A good guy. You know,
if he's a good guy
and wants, yeah, you know, it just depends on whether he's a good guy or not. You know, as Mitch comes across the line, he's definitely not going to improve. Yes, 1.4 seconds down on his original time. We saw on that lap on the onboard how difficult those conditions are to drive that car. He had to lift multiple times. Trace me down in 13th is going to get in a lap here in his McLaren. Ooh, that was very close to an invalidation. Yeah, it was very close. Coming through the penultimate corner goes a little bit deep, but it's hard to stop the car in these conditions. Around the final corner he comes up to the line.
Wow.
DRS activated, loses it, hit the wall, and he stays 13th.
That was not terminal damage there.
Yeah, that was very close. And Sergeant Milk is retired, and that is going to do it for this qualifying session. UFR Rage, like I said earlier, is going to steal pole here tonight, and his Ferrari, got to give a lot of credit to him. He put in a lot of practice for this race over the weekend, or the week. So good to see him up there. Give me my pipe in the, weekend, whatever, you know. 7 days. A little practice here and there. Get Me My Pipe coming home in second. A 1:35.6 for him. And the identical time for UFR Ardell to Get Me My Pipe comes home in third in his Red Bull. So UFR Ardell comes home in third. Sergeant Milk in fourth. So decent for him. His teammates right behind him entered Caesar in fifth. BRL Phantom in sixth. ER10 in seventh. Formula Rager is in eighth. Ninth, that is Mitch 712, and 10th is Like Me or Not. That's a good motto for some people.
Like me or not.
You know, like me or not, you know, all caps. My guy Big Airy Jock is down in 11th. He really needs to improve on that. Run the Jewels is in 12th. Trace Me in 13th. Another one of my homies, Test Signs, who I've been raving about in qualifying. At the beginning of qualifying, really showed out tonight. Down in 14th, but hopefully he has a better race. And Wrathful, sadly, down in 15th. Hopefully we can come home with a good result tonight. We wish all these drivers the best of luck here in the Breakout Racing League as the qualifying session finally ends after a long wait.
Yeah, I think Wrathful might have it right here if the start's anything like Tier 2 was Saturday night at Webster. You know this. Maybe not a bad idea to be starting from the back, avoid some of that trouble up front, and you know, if those guys decide to go 6-7 wide into the next couple of turns and corners, you might just dodge a big one.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I started dead last. I'm calling myself out here. I started dead last due to no setup and Xbox issues, and I kind of wanted to stay out of everybody's way. Those Xbox issues cleared for me, even though I did not have a setup on, and I started dead last. I think it was 17th, and I was up to 10th after 3 or 4 corners. So with no damage, I couldn't believe it how I made it through there. Abysmal race for myself, though. Hopefully we can get after it, and all the other drivers can get after it at the next race. But yes, the race is about to begin here at the debut circuit of Vietnam in the Breakout Racing League. Hello to all 35 viewers at home. Hopefully we can get a few more. It is sunny here today on a Sunday morning here in the booth, the Vietnam circuit. I wish we were actually in the booth. That would be quite sick in Vietnam. But due to the COVID, that will not happen right now. Maybe soon, though. Someday. You know, Saxman, who do you got to, who's your one to watch tonight, and who do you got to win this race?
Good question, man. I've been looking at championship standings here as we get ready to kick off the formation lap. Get Me My Pipe, been pretty consistent. He's our championship leader. 2 third-place finishes in a row. I'm going to see if he can do one better. He's starting P2 tonight. It looks like he has some pretty decent pace. Maybe he can grab that win. And Sky Hot Wheels and TK14X not being here, this puts BRL Phantom and Like Me or Not and Wrathful and Jules and ER10 Motorsports in great positions to kind of catch back up. But I really don't know, man. And as a dark horse, I got to go with UFR Rage. He's been kind of on the bad side of some bad luck to kick off the season, but starting P1 tonight, he might be a guy to watch to close the deal and get a podium, his first podium here of the season.
Those are some fantastic picks, Saxman. I'm gonna have to go with my boy Test Signs. He starts down in 14th. I'm dead serious. Unless he's got some wheel issues or pad issues tonight, I think he's gonna make his way through the field. We've seen it time and time again this week in the Breakout Racing League. These starts are very hectic here at the Vietnam Grand Prix, starting dead last, maybe or second to last. Hopefully he can get through the field there nice and clean. So he's gonna be my one to watch to come through that field. Tonight, for my pick to win the race, I'm going to go with UFR Ardell. He's one of my good buddies. Always invites me to parties. Very annoying, but, hey, I love him. I really do.
I think it's the Canadian in him, man.
Yeah, it's for sure. It's the Canadian. No, I can't say that on stream.
Can't say that,
no. Yes. Yeah. But he is in that Red Bull. UFR Ardell, I think starting third, I think he's going to definitely come through that field, or the 2 cars in front of him, and win this race here tonight.
Ardell
These drivers are on their parade lap here in the Vietnam Grand Prix. UFR Rage leads the field. Give Me My Pipe right behind him. I don't know if I would like that too much.
Ardell is a strong fighter, man. He's aggressive, and he tries to stay on the pace the full race distance, so you got to give him credit for that. I like your pick, man. He'd be one to watch tonight, provided he can keep it clean and keep it off the walls. I think that's going to be the key for all these guys tonight. You have to stay off the walls and keep that front wing intact.
Yeah, thanks, man, for that, liking my pick there. Appreciate that, but, I had to say thank you for that. Daniel Stevens, my other co-commentator for Tier 1, never says thank you, but I do miss him dearly sometimes. So hopefully he can come back and commentate Tier 1 for the rest of the season. Hopefully I am able to join him. But yes, as the parade lap is finishing, or these drivers are coming through Sector 3, Saxman, anything before the race you'd like to mention or talk about?
Tire strategy, and the balance of the car, actually. You know, the tires here, if you could just, the window to get the setup right is a little bit smaller here at Vietnam, it seems like. A lot of guys opt for low downforce, but really critical to make it through that last sector quickly as well. A lot of time to be made up there. So if they get the setup wrong, they're going to wear through their tires a lot quicker. And that's going to put some of these guys on a two-stop strategy. But for those that want a chance with the safety car, that one stop can be advantageous to your total race time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely I could come out and say 6-6 wings around this track isn't very good as the drivers line up on the grid. Here we go. These lights are about to come on. I am so excited for this. 5 red lights. Here we go. And long lights and lights out, and away we go. These drivers are off. A bunch of tire smoke from the back of the field. UFR Rage, Give Me My Pipe's alongside of him.
And he takes
Give
it.
Me My Pipe is through. What a start. And and look at that. UFR Rage, no, he's around. UFR Rage is around. Someone hit him in the back. Look at that. Sergeant Milk around the outside of Give Me My Pipe. What can he do here? He's around the outside. UFR Ardell holding the third there. URL Phantom right behind, and followed by Andrew Caesar, ER10, Mitch, Portable Rager, Trace Speed, Big Harry Jock, Like Me or Not, Test Signs, Wrathful, Run the Jewels, and UFR Rage is your grid so far. Sergeant Milk leads. Oh, wow. Wow, too wide through there. That is a very tight corner to be going too wide. It doesn't work out for UFR Ardell. Phantom is up the inside through that long left-hand corner. And UFR Ardell is back through in his Red Bull, but Phantom is all over his tail. He's going to have the slipstream, and he's going to probably use the overtake button. Yes, he is. He's flying out there. Ardell holding strong, though. Down the back straightaway we go. What can he do? Down into the hard braking zone.
Oh, ER10!
Corner, breaks up, locks up, hits them. And oh my God, ER10 behind him. And look at that. Look at that, Edward Caesar. Edward Caesar is around in that racing point. That is a shame. VRL Phantom got by UFR Ardell. Mitch is there in 5th. Trace Me and UFR one of the Ranger. Look at that. Getting by a Big Harry Jock in the early stages of this race. Going through Sector 2, that's definitely going to be a big overtaking spot if somebody runs wide. Look at that, Big Harry Jock locks up through that S, like we're not. Right behind him, ER10 had a terrible start. He's lost an end plate. Saxman on him.
Oh, and he's going to miss pit entrance here. That's not good. He went for a dive bomb and a half on the guys up front, and actually got into the side of BRL Phantom.
Oh, no! Oh, wow. Wow, ER10 came right in front of Wrathful there. And Mitch, nope, that is a glitch. Mitch, 712 is not in the lead. It is Sergeant Milk followed by Get Me My Pipe. BRL Phantom is right behind those two. UFR Ardell is there in 4th. So what a hectic start. What a shame for Entered Caesar. What a shame for UFR Rage and ER10 as these guys continue to battle. UFR Ardell, little tap there to the back of VRL Phantom. Little bump draft in NASCAR is pretty good. Not in Formula 1 though. Losing end plate real easy.
Yeah. Trace Me getting a good
all
view.
Over. Yeah. All over that ERS button. What can he do down the straightaway? Looks like Phantom is running a lower downforce setup, so he is pulling. There's no DRS available. I don't know why. There's blue flags already out. Must be a glitch. And there is an end plate. I have no clue what that end plate was for. UFR Ardell doesn't send it. But Phantom locks up. They make some contact, and Phantom is again through. That might open the door for Mitch. Mitch is looking a little opportunistic here on UFR Ardell. Can UFR Ardell hold this place? Yes, he can. No lockups, no running wide. Little loose for those guys right through there. Those tires, those soft tires, will not last after 8 laps. I know that from experience on 6-6 wings. It was not very fun, but going through the field for the Ranger. Followed by his teammate, Like Me or Not, 7th and 8th. Big Harry Jock finds himself in 9th. Entered Caesar. What a shame for him on lap 1. Does he have any damage? Yes, he does. He has an end plate missing, so that's not going to be good for him. Big Harry Jock comes in. Looks like he is missing an end plate for pitting this early. And yeah, look at that.
Oh. Trace me off to a
Big Area
decent
Jock
start. He just got into the wall.
Trace
Nope.
me.
Yeah, up 7 spots. I was watching him work his way up through the field. He's on the medium tire, which is going to give him a little bit of better option on the tire strat here. Got into the wall coming on the front stretch, though. We talked about that. Don't want to be doing that, but look away with it with no wing damage. And he's had a good view of this battle. And it looks like Phantom and Ardell going side by side.
Oh, look at that. So Phantom and Ardell. Ardell gets by Phantom with the DRS. That is so powerful here. We got a yellow flag in Sector 1. It seems to be Like Me or Not. Like Me or Not is around. And Run the Jewels gets by him. He's on 2 laps of those mediums. So Run the Jewels down in 9th. Oh, look at that. And Sergeant Milk into the wall. I have no clue what he was thinking. Didn't lose an end plate. Look at that. Give me my pipe right behind him. But these 3 are scrapping. Look at this. Mitch 712. Bureau Phantom going to go 3 wide. UFR Ardell, stay there, 3 wide down that straightaway, Phantom. What a move
it's
around
tight,
the outside.
it's tight.
Can they all make it? Can they all make it? No, Mitch has to go off into that runoff area over the curb. But Bureau Phantom, what a strong move. 3 wide around the outside. Through that corner, really worked well. Ardell had nowhere to go there. Kind of slows him there in the middle. But yes, so Phantom is now in 3rd. UFR Ardell in 4th. Mitch 712 in 5th. And Trace Me back there looking to pounce in that McLaren.
Looks like Mitch has a little bit better pace chasing down Ardell here, and they're going to be following each other onto the front stretch. They're losing a lot of time, though, to Get Me My Pipe as that gap opens up now. And looks like Mitch loses the back of the car.
Look at that. Excuse me for one moment, Saxman. UFR Rage. Test Signs battling, and Rage gets the better of Signs on this battle. Trace Me with a new fastest lap of 140.
Ardell into the back of Phantom.
140.7. Yeah, look at that. So UFR Ardell in the back of Phantom. Did he lose any end plate or wing? Oh, wow. He gets really close there again, Like Me or Not. A 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Hello to all 39 viewers. We got some exciting action right now in the midfield. UFR Ardell is really pushing it out there. Yellow flag in Sector 3. I don't know who that is. It looks to be, no, it's my guy, Big Area Jock. And that Haas, he's out. Well, not out yet, but that is a shame for him. He's all the way down in dead last. Here goes UFR Ardell. He's going to have DRS, and Mitch right behind him is going to have DRS, and Trace Me back there in 6th. Big battle shaping up down this back straightaway. DRS is activated right about now.
ERS on.
Ardell gaining ERS, flowing out of that car. Look at that. Phantom just blows by Phantom. Phantom's got no shot. Can Mitch make a move here? Late dive bomb, backs out of it. Good for him. Big Area Jock has left the session. I think he's in the pit lane. I think he's quite done with tonight already. Trace Me right there in 6th behind Mitch. But UFR Ardell getting by Phantom again. That's going to be good for his race. I know he was
all this battling is allowing Trace Me. Yeah, all this battling allowing Trace Me to kind of keep pace with these guys on the medium tires. Eventually that crossover point where the softs are slower than the medium tire will happen. And he might just be held up against by these guys trying to get by them.
Phantom. Look at that. Phantom is going to be the first one to kick it all off. He's gonna pit here. I have no clue why. I look to be struggling out there, locking up almost every corner. But this is gonna get some open track for UFR Ardell. I wonder if Phantom is thinking about an undercut here, and some of these drivers might have to cover him off. It just depends on where he comes out. He's gonna throw on the mediums as Mitch and Trace Me are battling. Mitch looking real loose through there. That was not good. Massive take slapper. Trace Me all over the back of Mitch in that Renault in his McLaren migrating host. That is not a good sign.
Oh, we lost
Mitch.
Mitch.
Mitch is out of the session. So Mitch is out of the session right now. Someone, Saxman, if you don't mind inviting him back as we look at the times. Sergeant Milk is still in the lead. He's got a 1.6 second gap to Get Me My Pipe.
Oh, and he's off.
He's
offline.
Yeah, he was a little offline. So Get Me My Pipe gains a little time there. UFR Ardell right behind, gaining. He's gaining about 2/10 every sector so far of what I've seen. Hello to all the viewers at home. This is the Breakout Racing League's debut season of Tier 4. And Test Signs, look at that, picks up a tie penalty already. BRL Phantom, what happened to him? That's not good for his race. I don't know why those guys jumped up. Maybe he had a little bit of a moment, but Trace Me now gets by Mitch. So that's going to be vital to his race in the later stages as UFR rides in 3rd. Give Me My Pipe in 2nd. Sergeant Milk in 1st. Right now, these drivers are just kind of forming a train, Saxman.
Yeah, Give Me My Pipe's lost an in-wing, and he's into
look
the
at
pits. Yeah, but Ardell's closing the gap.
Give Me My Pipe. Yeah, Ardell was absolutely flying on that last lap, but yes, Give Me My Pipe is in the pits. I'm interested to see on where the strategy leads all those guys. whether
Ardell with the
overcut
fastest lap
works
of
or the undercut works.
140.592. Yeah, I think the undercut's
Yeah.
extremely powerful here. I think lap 5 and 6 might be a little bit too early to be stopping, but you know, if you're trying to get that undercut in, you're going to have to do that. But pace will be sacrificed at the end of the race if you happen to go on the hard tire.
Yeah, definitely for sure. But Sergeant Milk is now still leading. Still leading. Yellow flag in sector 1. Who is that? And it's Mitch. Oh, man. So Mitch had a little bit of a moment after... Wait, whoa. No, never mind. I thought Mitch was higher up. But look at that. Trace me up to 3rd. Formula Rager right there. Quiet race from him. Staying out of trouble. Just kind of relaxing back there in 4th. So good start from him. But Ardell, I don't know what's going on with the interval right now, but Ardell...
He's closing that gap up to Sergeant Milk.
Yeah, he really is. And Wrathful or Wraithful or whatever you want to call it, it's definitely Wrathful. There is no eye of that gamer tag. Saxman, he is now through on UFR Rage. UFR Rage back there struggling. What a shame for him. After starting on pole, stealing pole in qualifying, had a terrible start, was turned in the first corner. So what a shame for him. Hopefully he can recover, or there's some sort of good fortune that comes his way, unlike Sebastian Vettel as of late, which has been a shame. But give me my pipe in front of Run the Jewels, so he's got some clean air. I don't see Entered Caesar in front of him, so yes, he is definitely out there in some clean air, can run at full volume down
Rage
7.
closing the gap to Wrathful into the hairpin. Rage on the medium tire. Wrathful looks like he's stopped already and put on the soft tire.
Mitch is out. Mitch is out, so Mitch has crashed. Yes, he has. Look at that. He's in the barriers. Riding on board with BRL Phantom. Mitch is out of this race. What a shame for him after 7 laps, and there is a safety car. There is a safety car, and give me my pipe. No,
Trace me time. Yeah, he timed it.
Look at that. Look at that.
What's on the soft tire? I don't agree with that, though. I think he should have gone for the hard tire, but we'll see how this plays out.
Oh,
and Ranger with the drive-thru.
Look at that. Oh, man, that's going to be massive for his race. He's going to have to stop twice. He's definitely going to lose out on... He's probably going to lose out to the back of the field, but wow. This race has been suddenly changed. Big time. Sergeant Milk is still out there in the front, but the driver who we're watching right now is Trace Me. Trace Me hit right before.
I think Get Me My Pipe is actually in the prime position here. Stopped for the medium tires. The guys in front of him still have to stop, but he looks like he's going to be getting penalized here a little bit. Not to his own fault, but the game applying that delta, safety car delta, that he has to strictly adhere to.
You are right. Get Me My Pipe is a driver to look at on those fresh mediums, but Trace Me on those softs is going to be coming through the field. Doesn't have to stop, just stopped right in time, and the leaders were already by the pit lane when the safety car came out, so what a shame for him. But this is going to help drivers like UFR Rage, Big Harry Jock, my guy. Tess Signs, who's down there in 13th, Wrathful.
5-second penalty for Sergeant Milk. Too fast in pit lane.
Look at that. Wow.
Oh, man, you guys can't be doing that.
Oh, man, that's a big shame for him. I don't know how he's going to handle that. Maybe he'll come back in during the safety car, or the team will assess it to him now. No, they will not, so he's going to have to come back in to get rid of that. And he's putting on the hards.
Yeah, the hard tire with the new wing.
Excuse me, UFR Ardell. Yes, Sergeant Milk's going to get a new wing as well. So UFR Ardell is going to
be our race leader.
This lead. Look at that. I called it as well. Look at that, UFR Rage.
Get Me My Pipe going to be in a race with Formula Rager. Rager's going to have the optimum exit, but it looks like Get Me My Pipe is going to nip him here on the exit of pit.
Oh, Run the Jewels is out. Run the Jewels is out. Run the Jewels has retired from the session in the pit lane. So I think he's got enough here at the Vietnam circuit. My guy UFR Rage, I mentioned him earlier, he's going to be very beneficial. This is going to be very beneficial for him. He's down in 12th in that Ferrari, but UFR Ardell is now your leader. Sergeant Milk has a 5-second time penalty and changes wing out there in this last pit stop under the safety car. Get Me My Pipe stopped 1 lap earlier than these guys. Finds himself in 3rd. Formula Rager, the big winner from this group right here. He's up to 4th now. And BRL Phantom in 5th on 3 laps of those mediums. Trace Me down in 6th on those softs. I think those guys of UFR Ardell and Sergeant Milk really played the strategy out right, and with Wrathful and UFR Rage going on those hard tires early I know the preferred strategy for most of these guys in Tier 1 and Tier 2, we saw it throughout the race, was a soft to hard compounded tires throughout the race, and that worked to peak perfection. Out here at the Vietnam Grand Prix, the tire wear isn't that bad. Though the hards feel like ice, sometimes it is the fastest strategy around here. But yes, exciting stuff so far, Saxman. Give us a little bit of a race rundown so far.
Yeah, you know, I've been looking at some of the strategies through here. Of course, the safety car is going to mix that all up, but Get Me My Pipe is going to be the first driver.
We cannot hear you right now.
Oh, you got me now?
Your mic again. Sorry about that. Real quick, little interruption there. Try it one more time. Couldn't hear you for the viewing purposes. But yes, UFR Ardell still in the lead. Sergeant Milk, will he come in under the safety car to serve that 5 seconds? No, he will not, so he will not give up the track position. I think he's only going to fall, I don't know, 7 or 8 spots, so I don't think it would be terrible for him. But he elects to stay out. Saxman, do we have you back now?
Yeah, I should be back, but Sergeant Milk on the hard tire, if he goes to the end of the race, that 10 or 5 second penalty be applied after he crosses the line, so it still might work out for him. But no, Webster, I was looking at Get Me My Pipe, Rage, or Phantom. The first drivers on those medium tires, of course, Trace Me down there on the soft tire. I don't know if those guys can make it go to the end of the race, but they should have more pace than the front runners up here. The thing for Ardell to watch out for is to control that pace if you can hold them off. And if you can't, just let them go by, because some of those guys are going to have to stop again. And if they don't, their pace, like you said, the hard tire are going to not wear as quickly as the medium, should have more pace at the end of the race, and he can work his way back around them.
Yeah, for sure. I have no clue what you just said. You're just a little bit too far away, and with these engine noises, I have absolutely no clue what you said, but I think I got a gist of it of, yes, these drivers are really going to be very skittish at this start. Most of the drivers are on older, and not older, but new, harder compounded tires. So that means those drivers really have to warm those tires up before the restart, and it gets very hectic out there. Watch for BRL Phantom. 4 laps on those mediums. Already got him braked in, kind of. To be flying at the start, and someone like PR10, who's down in 8th, is going to benefit from this restart. Hello to all the viewers at home. Thank you for following a couple of these guys. John Q364! Exclamation point. Thank you for following the Breakout Racing League, and JV Pistol Lin Ha. It's a great name. Hopefully I got that right. Thank you for following the Breakout Racing League with Koi Fish 25 as well. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight of the Breakout Racing League Tier 4 action. My name is Jonathan Webster alongside Saxman. We are live every Monday night, 9:30 in the debut season of Tier 4. But yes, UFR Dell leads on lap 9. The safety car is still out.
Not
the safety car is not coming in this lap. Saxman, do we have you back?
Yeah, can you hear me, Webster?
Yeah, it's a little better, but it's a little better. We're having a few technical difficulties tonight. Oh, and look at that. Needle comment says he can hear both commentators. So it might just be me. I have no clue why that is happening. So Saxman, go ahead.
I think Webster needs to Amazon Prime himself a new microphone. He's been talking about it for a couple weeks. I don't know if that's going to work out.
Yeah, I have. You know, I'm really considering it. You know, I really am. I just don't want to. I quit my job the other day. I got a lot of stuff to do before I go back to school. So now that I have some time on my hands, I might have to do a little research, even though I don't want to spend the money. The Breakout Racing League could send me one, but they definitely won't. But that is okay. I can find a mic by myself.
I'll tell you who the safety car laps helped the most. I think it's BRL Phantom. He had already made his stop on the medium tire, had 5 laps, or does have 5 laps. But these extra safety car laps are going to help him as far as tire wear goes. Ennard Caesar, I got my eye on him. He had worked his way up quietly to 7th place. He had picked up some wing damage, but he has stopped now. He's on that hard tire. Look for him to kind of be a dark horse, the rest of the race. Ennard Caesar having a pretty quiet race, but slowly working his way up, and it could be putting his name in the hat for a top 5 finish here tonight.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. BRL Phantom, I mentioned him earlier, coming through the field. He's definitely going to benefit from this restart. But yes, another thing that I was going to mention earlier when I was talking about a, what's it called? A microphone. I do not want to spend the money right now. I kind of want a turbo for my car.
Turbo?
But, yeah, maybe a little turbo, supercharger, something to get that thing
maybe
going.
a little bit faster?
A little bit quicker off the line. But yes, the safety car is in this lap. So these drivers better buckle up here as they come through the final sector. UFR Ardell leads, Sergeant Milk right behind him. Give me my pipe, Formula Rager, BRL Phantom, Trace Me, Entered Caesar, Wrathful, UFR Rage, Test Signs Like We Are Not, Big Airy Jock at ER10 down in 30.
Oh,
when
Sergeant.
will UFR Ardell go?
Sergeant Milk taunting him a little bit.
Will he go? Yeah, for sure. He's all over the back of him, and
hasn't gone yet. Now he goes.
UFR Ardell thinking about it, and he's gone. He's gone. He shot out like a cannon through that final quarter. Sergeant Milk right there. Oh, we got a overtake
Rager.
already. BRL Phantom, look at that. Look at
Yeah,
that.
it didn't look like Rager got his tires warming off. Yeah, struggling on cold tires here. Phantom able to get around quickly.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. So Rager still struggling out there. And Trace Me's by him now. And here comes Entered Caesar right behind him. So Entered Caesar's looking to pounce on Formula Rager. Formula Rager really struggling.
Yes, overtaking
Look at
engaged.
that. Entered Caesar all over the back of him, but Rager has got that that lower downforce setup, so he's going to pull on.
Gives him a look. Oh, and Rager goes deep.
Yeah, he does give him a look, and Entered Caesar is by him, and Rager is off.
Nice,
and
nice,
he
nice.
is dropping through the field.
Get me my pipe. Looking to make a move on Sergeant Milk. Has overtake engaged. Is going to make a move, but looks like Ardell is a little bit slow. This is going to be interesting.
Look at that. Give me my pipe. They're going to route a move. Look at that. UFR Ardell. They're going to split him again. UFR Ardell covers Sergeant Milk. And do they make contact? Yes, just a little bit, but UFR Ardell keeps his position. And Give Me My Pipe stays, actually jumps Sergeant Milk to second. Sergeant Milk had a bad poor exit there. But behind him, BRL Phantom right back there. They got about a second gap back to him. So these three drivers up in front are in a class of their own. UFR Ardell out in the lead still. Leading this race. I haven't said that much in my commentator career or driving career. UFR Ardell in the lead. I cannot believe that. Ritzy Raccoon says, did Caesar shunt Rager in the chat? I am not sure.
Didn't look like it. But Give Me My Pipe has to get around Ardell as quickly as possible to make this strategy work, because it's looking like he will have to make an extra stop.
Sector 3, we got something in the back of the field. Sorry about that, Saxman. And Raph pulls around.
Mercedes.
So Raph pulls around, and Formula Rager is in the pits. Big Airy Jock up to 11th. My guy almost in the points. Come on. Come on. But yes, UFR Ardell, we do not pick favorites here at the Breakout Racing League. Hello to all the viewers at home. This race is really shaping up here. Give Me My Pipe all over the back. He's gaining on UFR Ardell. Can he make a move around the outside? This is going to be very tricky. Hard braking down on this right-hander and back through this left-hander. UFR Ardell keeps his advantage, but through this long, like 3 different ways, left-hander. Give Me My Pipe on a run better exit than UFR Ardell. He's going to be all over the back. DRS
overtake engaged
through that car. He's going to make a move around the outside. He's going to have DRS as well. No, he will not. It's only the second lap. I am stupid. But yes, Give Me My Pipe is through in the lead with his Williams on 5 laps of those medium tires. So Give Me My Pipe leads this race. Right behind him, we find UFR Ardell, who just got overtaken. Sergeant Milk in third. BRL Phantom, followed by Trace Me. Entered Caesar all over the back of Trace Me. Test Signs, my guy, who I said that would come through the field. He's on softs now, so he's flying out there. He's in 7th. UFR Rage on the hards in 8th. Like me or not in 9th. ER10 in 10th. I have no clue why Saxman invited me there. Saxman, what's going on, man?
Bad. Clicked the wrong button. Just wanted to make sure you were still here. Oh, looks like Sergeant Milk got a little loose there.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Sergeant Milk really struggling out there. Here comes BRL Phantom. It's going to open the door for him, and Trace Me's in. So Trace Me is in the pits. I have no clue why maybe he's lost an end plate. Has he lost an end plate?
Give Me My Pipe with a 140.52. Nips fastest lap from Ardell, so he's moving on those medium tires.
Yeah, for sure. And Trace Me's in the pits. Shame for him. Lost a little bit of his end plate. Commentators, how much to say Pog? That's poggers, dude. Hey, I say, you know, not enough. Yeah, I mean, how much you gonna throw in the the Twitch chat. How much you want to throw? No, I'm playing here at the Breakout Racing League. We love anything. We love our viewers here at the Breakout Racing League. Give Me My Pipe still in the lead, and that Williams.
Yeah, he's towing.
Second, Sergeant Milk.
He's towing Ardell along.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Ardell's getting towed along here by Get Me My Pipe, which is opening up the gap to Sergeant Milk. Should play into Ardell's favor if he could just keep pace here with Get Me My Pipe.
Yeah, for sure. And he's still keeping pace with him. So UFR Ardell is in a prime position to inherit this lead once Get Me My Pipe pits. That is a long time to last on the mediums. I mean, I've seen some crazy things in my life. Last year I was commentating Tier 2, and this guy named who was
Saxman?
Whippy winner. It wasn't Saxman. Saxman actually wrecked out that race.
Oh,
yes, at Monza last year, Whiffy winner went 24 laps on the mediums. He was, I can't believe it, he won the race. Give Me My Pipe sets the fastest lap on those mediums.
Another fast lap by him, but he's not able to pull away from Ardell. Yeah,
Ardell's putting those times in on those hards, so that is a very good sign for his race. UFR Rage, middle of the pack so far. He's trying to have a good recovery race after starting on pole, and in the first corner had a little bit of a moment with one of the drivers who turned him. Test Signs.
Test Signs struggling. But struggling on the soft tire. It has 6 laps on them. I've been watching him a lot of understeer through the corners. Somehow it's still keeping pace with these guys, but I don't think these tires are going to last for him much longer.
Yeah, a little bit of a lock up there for VRL Phantom, who's all over the back of Ennard Caesar. Ennard Caesar, massive take slapper out of that corner.
Nice.
That was
nice move.
A disaster for him. Wow, that was almost. I can't believe he saved that. The VRL Phantom's going to have DRS, ERS flowing, pumping. And away he goes there on Ennard Caesar. VRL Phantom up into 4th in that black Mercedes.
ER10 Motorsport making the move on Like Me or Not. Got DRS and made the move coming to their pin.
ER10. Yeah, ER10 making the move on Like Me or Not there. Like Me or Not with a nice gear glitch. That is not very good. But this race is quite exciting right now, even though some of these drivers aren't around each other. We do have some good battles out here on track. Ennard Caesar looks like he's really struggling now on those hards. I don't know if he's lost a little bit of temperature in them or they've overheated, but he is tiptoeing his way through that final sector.
He's doing all right. He's keeping pace with Phantom. Phantom on 10-lap old medium tires. Those are going to be coming to the end of their life. Tire temperatures, Webster, as you know, the tire gets older, wears down. Controlling those temps is key, and it becomes a little bit harder as they wear out. So I'm looking for Phantom here to pit pretty soon. If he can extend this stint just a few more laps, he can slap on those soft tires and set some pretty quick laps and hopefully get a strong finish tonight.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Phantom out there in 4th. Ennard Caesar, though, is coming back at him with the DRS.
There he goes. Give us a look.
He doesn't even have the ERS flowing, pumping out of that back of the car. I got to come up with another word, empowering. That is fantastic.
No.
I got to come up with some more adjectives or adverb. No, that's definitely an adverb.
Tight race out of the exit. It looks like they're about equal, but Caesar is going to have DRS, and he's going to engage overtake, I imagine, on this move here. Look for the pass on Phantom.
Ennard Caesar, oh wow, BRL Phantom really making his car wide. Can Ennard Caesar make a move? He's thinking about sending it up to the inside, thinks better of it. The BRL Phantom locks up heavily. But yes, those two will stay in the same positions for now. UFR Rage getting by ER10, so look at that. UFR, oh no. Just as he got by ER10, the heartbreak strikes. Oh man. Play the world's smallest violin. That is a quote from SpongeBob. If anyone got that, as a shame for him. He's gonna rock. That's another quote from SpongeBob.
Yeah, looks like Rage might have disconnected here, which is unfortunate. He had been making a move and pushing up onto the back of Test Signs, and it's now dropped down to 9th place. I sent him an invite. Let's see if we can get him back in here.
What a shame for UFR Rage. Starting on pole, gets wrecked, or tapped. Let's say tapped.
Tap.
Tapped around like, yeah, tap a roof. But yeah, he got tapped around in that second corner from pole, and he's just had a disaster of a race. So hopefully he can get back in here and get some points out of here tonight. But the battle I'm looking at right now is Entered Caesar and BRL.
Oh, he's going to send it.
Look at that. Look at that. Already by him.
Oh, but Phantom holds the outside.
Ooh, a little tight through there. That is a
little bit of a squeeze.
Section. I always get very nervous through there, but Phantom's definitely going to have a better exit than Entered Caesar here. Goes a little bit wide there, but he is going to be on it down this back straightaway. ERS pumping out of the back of that car. He's going to have DRS. What can he do here? He's going to gain. I think he's going way too far back. Oh, look at that. Entered Caesar just lost an end plate.
What's that?
So he's hit the wall on the back straightaway.
No.
What is he thinking? What is he thinking? Unbelievably stuffed. Oh, God, I can't
that's gonna
speak
hurt.
tonight. Unbelievably stuffed there. Entered Caesar loses his end plate on the back straightaway. Hello to all the viewers at home. This is
he's in the wall.
we've had all night. Look at that.
He's in the wall.
Entered Caesar. Look at that. So Entered Caesar was up in 4th place, just past BRL Phantom, and now he is falling like a rock down at 8th position. That is not good for him. Phantom comes in the pits. So Phantom, after 11 laps of those mediums, has had enough out there.
Yeah, so
where will he come out, Saxman?
He's going to drop down. Pit delta here is about 23, 24 seconds. It's looking like Rage is going to make it by him. Trace Me might be a drag race out of the pits. We'll have to see. But Test Signs, 9-lap-old soft tires, was right behind Phantom. He's going to have to cover him up. He's going to have to look to pit this lap if he's going to want to continue to push up and battle Phantom here in the later stages of the race.
For sure. And is ER10 not in the I think ER10's in the session? No, he is not. So ER10 is disconnected from the session. So hopefully someone can get him back in here. Like me or not, occupies the 5th position. Look at that. My boy Test Signs at the beginning of the race. Oh, UFR Rage still having connection issues. What a for him. Phantom down in 8th. But my boy Test Signs at the beginning of the race, I called him that he would have a decent race from the back of the pack. He started 2nd to last on the grid and is up in 4th position. He does have to pit again because he is on those soft tires, but good stuff from him so far. Saxman, I don't know, I think like me or not, got back, or excuse me, ER10 got back in this race, just making sure he got an invite there, but the battle up front continues. The battle up front continues there. Give Me My Pipe still controlling on 10 laps of those mediums. Has to be getting a little bit sketchy out there, even though ER10's 14 laps on those mediums. But
it has been
out in control. He's gained a little bit of a gap on UFR Ardell right behind him on the hards. He can go to the end. We're not sure about Give Me My Pipe and his status of his tires. We need something like AWS. If anyone saw yesterday's Indy 5 or the other day's Indy 500, wow! Davidson had a wonderful moment there. A fireworks show. AWS would have said like 90%, 95% on that one.
Yeah, Webster, I think you need a pair of magnesium wheels for your hot rod. Just slap a turbo on it, and I think it'd be good. It might work out. Hey, UFR Ardell had been falling back probably about a 1.5 seconds behind Get Me My Pipe, but that gap now closing, likely due to Get Me My Pipe running on 95% wear AWS tires. I'm kidding. Medium's falling off here with 11 laps on them.
Yeah, for sure. And Ardell he's coming. He's really getting close. He's in DRS range now. So Ardell and that Red Bull is gonna be looking to pounce here soon. And Ritzy Raccoon in the chat says Milk has to speed it up. Shake my head. Yes, he is falling behind. I think the last Delta time that I saw,
he's in no man's
8 to 9 seconds back. Yeah, he's running his own race. Oh, he gets a little bit loose there. Wow.
A little bit loose. I think you need I think we got to get him a Wilson. He's kind of doing the remake of Castaway off on his own island in 3rd place. Not really battling anybody, just kind of riding along.
Yeah, someone needs to drop back there and give him some company, even though Test Signs is right behind him. But Test Signs is going to have to pit, like me or not, is a little bit ways back. So Sergeant Milk in a league of his own tonight. Just out there running tonight here at the Vietnam circuit. Hey, get some good practice if he's in any other leagues, but the Breakout Racing League is the only league that matters. Hello to all the viewers again. What else? What else is in the chat? What else is in the chat?
Entered Caesar
throws in a bunch of emotes. That's pretty solid. But go ahead, Saxman.
Entered Caesar 4/10, 3/10 now behind Trace Me. He came in, put the medium tires on, and slapped on a new wing, and he's going to
Oh, look at that!
go
Entered
side by
Caesar
side.
on the outside. What a move!
Wow.
What a move! I don't know, maybe some track limits there, but wow, I've never seen an overtake through there. That's something I would put test signs in the pits. What a move from Entered Caesar. I mean, that's got to be up there with move of the year so far. I know UFR Dell split the middle between those two guys last weekend.
Trace Me drag race with Entered Caesar and Test Signs. Looks like Test Signs can come out in front of Entered Caesar and Trace Me on the medium tire as well.
That's big for Test Signs coming out in front of those guys. And Entered Caesar with a 3-second time penalty. We were just talking about him with some track limits there with that move around Trace Me. Big Harry Jock, my guy. My guy, come on. He's down there at 11. I think he's disconnected. Yes, he is. Someone get Big Harry Jock back in here. Come on.
You know, I've sent him multiple invites. He might have just thrown in the towel, man. Vietnam is notorious for being everybody's new favorite track, it seems.
Yeah, and look at that. BRL Phantom is passing UFR Rage's Ghost Car. That Ferrari engine kind of holding there. No. Sorry. That was a mistake in my computation. The Ferrari engine holding. That's quite funny. UFR Dell, though, and Eric's the lead. Give me my pipe is now in the pit lane.
In the pits.
Stop. He's had enough of those.
Slap on the soft
tires. And Sergeant Milk's also in, and he's going to have to serve that 5-second time penalty. So
like me or not in the pits as well.
On the softs. Yeah, so the top.
As the ER10 Motorsports.
2 through 2nd. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, these guys, lap 20 must be the lap. BRL Phantom, this is really going to be beneficial for him if he can get on it.
Absolutely. And Rage as well.
This might be in a prime position.
Rage missing an end plate, but let's see if he can maybe pick up a few places here and hold people off. But it's going to be kind of tough if they're on the soft tire.
Look at that. It's going to be an interesting race out of the pit lane. No, BRL Phantom has got it covered off. He's now going to find himself in 3rd. UFR Rage right down there in 4th now. So he's having one heck of a race after a disaster. Look at this pit lane. Wow. Sergeant Milk around the outside.
Oh, it's busy now.
Of Test Signs. Yes, it is. It is busy through that first sector. Test Signs. He's going to have DRS slammed into the wall. I don't know what's up with that tonight. But,
like me or not, up the inside of Rage.
Sergeant Milk, can he make a move up in front? Like me or not, makes a dive. A massive dive on UFR Rage and is through up in the 4th place. Like me or not. And look at that, Sergeant Milk.
And he gets a little loose.
Oh, and Rage has got to get out of it. And so does Test Signs. What a move from Sergeant Milk. So Sergeant Milk flaps himself up real quickly up in the pits. So that's going to be beneficial for his race. Hopefully he can get after Like Me or Not. But Like Me or Not is on those soft tires. Electric for the softs. What can those guys do? Can those guys catch BRL Phantom by the end of the race, Saxman? What do you think?
I think so. I think Like Me or Not on the soft tire is going to close that. Oh, and Entered Caesar in the back of Rage. Oh, no. He just replaced that wing, too. It was closing up to the front of those guys.
Yeah, look at that. Entered Caesar.
Another wing damage.
Oh, look at that. Entered Caesar. Rage gets a little bit of a tank slap. Entered Caesar's all over the gearbox. Can he do the move again? Yes, he can. No! Oh, and he tapped Rage straight in the wall. That's going to definitely be looked at by the Breakout Racing League stewards. That is a shame. Oh, man, Rage's night. I mean, it's a lot like my night the other night. It was just terrible. Just kind of cried a little bit. What a shame.
You know, but Entered Caesar, Entered Caesar a little frustrated there. He had gotten into the back of Rage coming out of the hairpin there, and it was a little dirty. Didn't like seeing that, but you know, I can understand this guy's had pace all night long and just keeps finding trouble either with the wall or other drivers around him.
What a shame for Rage. My heart goes out to him. This isn't the first time that he's had a tough league race, so he will definitely bounce back. I know him very well. But yes, a battle brewing. We got ER10 down here for 8th on Trace Me with no DRS. And ER10 backs out of it. Smart man. He's got no ERS to use. He's got about 13%. He's going to have a way better traction. They make a little bit of contact, a little bump and run there. No run for ER10 out of that corner. I mean, Trace Me, what an exit there. But what can he do? He's going to have DRS down the back straightaway. And he's already out of ERS, so he's absolutely like pounding on that button in the car. But what can he do here? Is he gaining? Is he going to be a little bit too far back? I think he is. So Trace Me holding tight there at 8th. Entered Caesar with a massive tank slapper there as we just caught him on camera down at 7th. Give me my pipe, fastest lap with a 138.6 0.1, so he's gained about 3 seconds on this lap on UFR Ardell. 3 seconds a lap, AWS. He's going to be in striking distance within 2 laps. That's what that would say, something outrageous.
ER10 Motorsport looking to make a move on Trace Me into the penultimate corner. He's on the outside. Nice move.
No, Phantom. Look at that. Like me or not is already by Phantom. Already caught him and already got by. And Phantom smashed into the wall. Coming out of the final corner, he does not have an end plate. So what a shame for Phantom there.
ER10 Motorsport.
In the podium positions, that is a awful way to end the race for BRL Phantom. Saxman, what were you going to say there?
ER10 Motorsport made a beautiful pass on the outside coming into the penultimate corner on Trace Me. Made it stick. The guys kept it pretty clean. Nice move by ER10 Motorsports. Moves them up into 8th place.
Yeah, for sure. And in this year's game, I'd like to mention that these cars, if you get wing damage, they are unbelievably hard to drive. I've had so much problems. I'd like to say I get no wing damage, but that's just lying to 58 or 60 viewers. I don't know how many there are right now, but I would be lying if I said I didn't have wing damage yet. This so far up to say I didn't, but look at that. Sergeant Milk through on BRL Phantom. BRL Phantom, what a switch back there. Wow, what a move. Sergeant Milk a little bit deep in the corner. BRL Phantom makes him pay for that. Does Phantom lock up though? Yes, he does. Look at that. Sergeant Milk already inside him. Oh no, we've seen this movie once already tonight, and Sergeant Milk backs out. Phantom's really going to be compromised here through this final sector due to his wing damage. Sergeant Milk looking for a way to get by him. He's going to have a big run here. What can he do? Where can he find?
Oh, Phantom into the pits.
Phantom, look at that. So Phantom does the smart thing, pits, because that car seemed like it was awfully handling.
I want to take us back to the top of the...
No clue what I said there, but...
Yeah, I want to take us to the top of the standings again. Get me my pipe. Just set a fastest sector 1. He's closing on Ardell. Looks like about a second to second and a half a lap. We got 6 laps here, and he's 6.9 seconds. He's 2 laps on the soft tire. Ardell on the 15-lap-old hards. They might come out to the last lap shootout. We could have a race on our hands between Ardell and Get Me My Pipe.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's definitely going to happen in the chat. Axis the GOAT. I love Axis. So that was a... throwback to Destiny, if anyone knows about that. He says, I was here for the first 5 minutes of quali and then left. I can't believe that, man. You got to stay here for the action. This is the Breakout Racing League's debut season, Tier 4. I mean, we've had action all race. UFR Dell leads. Give me my pipe on those softs.
ER10 Motorsport gets a great run on the backstretch. He's going to try to put a move on Enter Caesar on the backstretch. He's going to have DRS. He has overtaking gauge. No, he does not. Oh, he does, but he's out.
Look at that.
Oh, he's going to send it.
Yes, he is. He's out of ERS, so look at that. ER10 on the inside. Clean moves from there. He's going to enter. Caesar's going to try for the switch back and is way too far back, locked up just a little bit, and could not execute that move. So that slots ER10 Motorsport up in the 6th. My boy Test Sign still holding strong there in 5th. Sergeant Milk in 4th. Like me or not. And in front of him is Get Me My Pipe, who's gained another second on Ardell within a half a lap. So this man is out here flying. This is going to be a tight ending. Hopefully all these viewers stick around.
And Ardell?
For this United Formula. Look at that. Hey, hey, hey. HX3 here. Look at that. HX3. Shout out to United Formula Racing. It's another league in the chat.
Ardell here is abusing the crap out of that overtake button. He needs to save some, man. If Get Me My Pipe gets up there and challenges, he has to have some in the reserve to defend. Might want to think about trying to make his pace here just on raw performance and save up that ERS.
Yeah, for sure. I think UFR Ardell, what he needs to do right now is keep his head down and just keep going. I think he doesn't need to look at the times. I don't think he needs to look at the mini map or whatever kind of track map he's got on. I think he's got to keep his head down and just drive, because I know I've been in this situation before. He needs to just execute some of the best laps he can. As Get Me My Pipe is lurking in the background, coming on those softs very quickly. He's on 3 laps. UFR Ardell, 16 laps to the hards. Like me or not, right there behind him, kind of running his own race. He's in no man's land on the softs. Sergeant Milk right behind him. Test Signs in 5th, ER10 in 6th. Entered Caesar in 7th. Trace Me in 8th. Raffle in 9th, followed by his teammate BRL Phantom. And look at that. Look at that teamwork from the Mercedes. So Phantom gets by Rathful. A little bit of a
Another
strategy there. Good for those guys. Big Hairy Jock, my guy, I think is back in this race. No, he is not.
Yeah, he's been ghosted.
I've
I've sent him a couple invites.
Yeah, he has been. Several laps he's been ghosted out there. What a shame for him. But UFR Rage, heart goes out to him down there in 12th. Formula Rager in 13th. We got 2 non-finishers so far, Run the Jewels and Mitch. The 2 Renaults had a tough night here at the Vietnam Grand Prix. And in the background, we can't see Give Me My Pipe. So he's really closed that gap. UFR Dell kind of saving the ERS.
Not really. Here's another
interesting
dynamic here between these two, Ardell and Give Me My Pipe, both with 2 warnings. So one of these guys puts a wheel a little too far off the track. They're going to pick up that final 3-second penalty. So something to watch as well as we come to the final 3 laps of the race.
Yeah, battle brewing back down in 4th and 5th for the midfield. Look at that. Tess Signs, my guy at the beginning of the race. I mentioned him earlier as one driver to watch. Tess Signs in 5th, looking to make a move on Sergeant Milk out here. Entered Caesar with another time penalty. That has to be his 60th time penalty. But that is besides the point. He's running in the points. But Tess Signs is a little bit too far back and out of ERS for Sergeant Milk, so he's got no chance of overtaking him there.
And Give Me My Pipe can see Ardell into turn 1. He's closed that gap. It's almost 3 seconds. He has line of sight, and that's only going to motivate him farther to chase down Ardell here. Last 3 laps to go.
Yeah, my bad. Nadal, I have no clue how to say that. I'm just going to say Comet in the chat says top 5 is midfield. Yes. That's my mistake. I'm used to seeing Ferrari 5th, and they're like, oh, midfield car. So sorry about that to all the viewers at home, but UFR Dell still leading out there. Give Me My Pipe in second, about 3 seconds back, and see him down the back straightaway pretty clearly now. We do not know the shape of his tires. He's 5 laps in on those. Sergeant Milk right behind.
Ardell.
Test signs.
Ardell not on the overtake button. Interesting. Somebody must have told him that we were telling him to save the ERS, but this gap now 2.7 seconds back.
Engineer.
Yeah, he might have one.
He might. He just might. He might be paying one of his Canadian friends, his hockey friends. They all love hockey up there, to be his race engineer for the night. But whoever it is doing a fantastic job because he has the lead right now. But Give Me My Pipe gained about a second there.
So this is going to be close.
With his tires. Yes, it will. UFR Ardell is going to have to make that car very wide in the final couple laps. That battle is brewing. We're going to check back in with that. But look at that ER10. Closing in on Tess Signs, who just picked up a penalty about a lap ago. So
DRS,
here we go. This battle
he's not going to try
brewing here in this Alfa Romeo.
Give Me My Pipe is going to have to close up. He wants to be into the DRS range on the final lap, coming into that final backstretch. Kind of hard to pass after that. So if the move's not made there, Ardell just might have this one wrapped up.
I think this is going to be a very exciting finish. I think Give Me My Pipe is going to be there knocking on the door. It's going to be up to penalties, and it's going to be up to UFR Ardell making that car 20 lanes wide around the Vietnam circuit, which is already tight. But ER10 and Tess Signs, ER10's going to have some DRS on Tess Signs. What can he do? Tess Signs gets a little bit loose there coming out of the final corner. What can happen here? ER10 just a little bit too far back as we run through the field. Entered Caesar in 7th, BRL Phantom in 8th. Trace me in 9th is BRL Phantom's teammate Rathful in 10th. UFR Rage making the best of his night in 11th. What a shame for him. Like we've said multiple times, hopefully he can rebound in the next one. But UFR Ardell out there, still out there with a 1.5 second gap over Give Me My Pipe. And look at that, ER10 finally gets by Tess Signs. Not even on the long back straightaway, on the shorter one, into the tight right to lefter with this long left-hand corner that's going to out just a little bit. He ran on the curb, but Tess Signs has it is not even a threat for ER10 anymore unless that DRS really kicks in and he's running very low wings. What can he do here? Tess Signs. He's gaining. He doesn't have any ERS. He is not going to get him. But Sergeant Milk there down in 4th, like me or not, in 3rd, just running his own race. But the battle is up front on the final lap. Here we go.
Yeah, get me my pipe. Got a
What
poor
can you-
run onto the front stretch. Didn't get the power down in time. Gap 1.2 seconds to Ardell to get me my pipe. Oh, and he almost.
Oh, he's got to make sure he doesn't overdrive the car there. This is the one thing that he does not want to do. He does not want to overdrive the car. UFR Ardell, 20 laps for those hards. But this is one of the prime overtaking spots. This
I don't think
back
he's gonna be able to
straightaway.
do it.
What? I don't think he's gonna have any DRS. Yeah, no, he's not gonna have DRS. He's gonna have ERS though, flowing. UFR Ardell also flowing it out of the back of the car. They're about the same on ERS. UFR Ardell still saving it. Look at that, give me my pipe, gaining on him, gaining, and he's 1%. He's out of ERS. UFR Ardell is on it, and he's out now. So these guys really just off of true pace. Ardell, what can he do here? Hopefully these guys have no penalties, and it is a clean end of this race. UFR Ardell still leads. Give me my pipe within a second now. He's coming. What can he do in this final sector? He needs to have a boss of a final sector. No lockup through there. No room. Wow, this gap is down to 7/10, 6/10 now. He's gaining
Ardell
5
struggling.
tenths, 4 tenths. Look at that. Give me my pipe. Giving
have
it
to make a move on the
everything
last
here. It is
corner.
Williams. What can he do? Coming out of the
He's gonna have to
final
send it
S
down the
now.
inside.
What can he do? He's going to try and send it here. No, he will not. He's going to try and send it through this final quarter. Can he get the power down? Yes, he can. UFR Ardell. Oh, my God. UFR Ardell is going to be your race winner here in the Breakout Racing League. UFR Ardell wins the race in his Red Bull. Give me my pipe. Comes home in second. What a race. Wow, what a final 2 laps for those guys. UFR Ardell, congratulations to him. Unbelievable. I have
Nice
never
drive.
in my life thought I would say Breakout Racing League winner, UFR Ardell. What a race for him as these drivers are finishing up their lap.
Likely or not,
Gonna come home
gonna
in
come
third.
around.
Sergeant
Yeah.
Milk is going to come home in fourth. ER10 in fifth. Unless these guys have some penalties. I know who does have some penalties. Entered Caesar, as like me or not, comes across the line now. Comes home in third. Good podium for him. Out in no man's land for most of the race. Around the final corner, Sergeant Milk comes fourth. ER10 in fifth. Test Signs, my God. My guy, what is he?
Nice finish.
Sixth. So Test
Bantam going to come
Signs
around
from-
on 7th. Let's see. Stays there. Entered Caesar with the penalties. Might lose out to Wrathful. We'll have to check that.
I think he
Wrathful
will.
make-
I think Wrathful's got
Yeah.
him here. Ender Caesar had a lot of penalties throughout the race. What can Wrathful do? Can he move up a position?
No.
He will not. UFR Rage, look at that, Rage!
Top 10.
Making the best of it tonight. Rage comes home in 10th. What a race. What a race. Yanni Jans, 24, says, sick race, new here, great finish. Yes, welcome to the Breakout Racing League. This is like most of
Science
the
driver of the
races.
day, man. Your boy.
Look at that, Test Signs, my guy. Called it. I called both of them again. Look at that. UFR Ardell wins this
man.
race tonight. Saxman, I got to play the lottery tonight. I got to go to Vegas. I got to do something. I'm going to place all my money. I'm going to bet the house. I'm going to bet my car. I'm going to bet everything on, I don't know, something. You know, 'cause
Something.
I'm feeling a little lucky.
New turbo.
Yeah, you know,
for your-
something.
Yeah.
A little turbo, you know, I'd pay for a little turbo, maybe a little GT3 RS. But what a race, what a race. Those podium finishers, UFR Ardell on the top step in his Red Bull. Can't believe it. Saxman, if you don't mind inviting those guys, we're going to get some podium interviews going. UFR Ardell comes home in first, give me my pipe. Alongside on the podium, like me or not, as well. Those three are your top 3 finishers. Sergeant Milk in 4th, ER10 comes home in 5th. My guy, Test Signs in 6th. Furel Phantom comes home in 7th. Entered Caesar comes home in 8th. Wrathful comes home in 9th. UFR Rage comes home in 10th. What a dismal race for him. Hopefully he can have a better race, but gets a point out of it, so very good for him. And 11th comes home Trace Me. Trace Me in the McLaren. Formula Rager comes home in 12th. Big Harry Jock. Not the finish he's looking for. Hopefully he can get that back soon. Run the Jules and Mitch were your only 2 DNFs, and that was your final results from the Breakout Racing League Tier 4 action from the Vietnam Grand Prix race. What a race. What a race. And we're getting some of these drivers in here for the podium interviews. So UFR Ardell, are you in the party? Do you have a copy?
Copy.
You check that box off.
Yep, I did.
Awesome. Well, I didn't think I was ever going to say it. I really didn't. I was never
Wow.
going to say the Breakout Racing League Tier 4 winner. UFR Ardell, I've known you for a long time, buddy. Congratulations. I don't know if this your first win in league racing?
Yeah, it is.
Well, congrats
Awesome.
to you on that. What a race, dude. Walk us through what you were thinking towards the end there with Get Me My Pipe coming on those softs at the end of the race. Tell me about it.
Well, I was pretty much just like, keep it cool, keep everything under control, don't spin, just keep it out of the wars.
Yeah, for sure. Nice, fantastic job. You really kept your head down. I thought that was going to be a little bit more of a fight there at the end. I thought you were going to have to make your car 20 times wide as the Vietnam circuit can go. But yes, that is a fantastic win for you. Tell us about qualifying. You did come home in third. Was that a struggle with the rain? You had the same time as Get Me My Pipe in qualifying.
It kind of was disappointing because I made a little mistake on my first lap, which would have got me pole, but other than that, no, the rain didn't really affect me.
Yes, and at that start as well, you kind of got shuffled there from third to fifth, but you regained your confidence and went out there and drove a fantastic race, so congratulations to you. How do you think you're going to fare at the next one?
Well, I'm hoping that I can repeat and maybe get a podium, but you never know.
Yeah, definitely. Anything is possible here in the Breakout Racing League. Congratulations to you on your win tonight. Congratulations to you on your first ever league racing win.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You're really welcome. Get Me My Pipe. Do you have a copy?
Get Me My Pipe wasn't able to join us, I don't believe.
Oh.
I can't remember if he doesn't have a mic or something else, but I sent him a couple of invites, but I just remembered that right now.
Well, we'll get him in here at some point. If he cannot join us, that is a shame. Saxman, I think you should interview Like Me or Not tonight.
Yeah, real quick though, Get Me My Pipe. I think I called it one better, got second, so congratulations to him. Now let's take it down to Like Me or Not, man. You had quite the eventful race. I lost track of how many cars you passed on track, but tell us a little bit about your race and how you feel about your performance tonight and what you're looking forward to next week.
So eventful night to say the least. It was an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure. Kind of took a wing off early, decided to switch to the mediums. Safety car came out, was going to go to the hards. Ended up something happening there, went back to a set of mediums to a softs, couple of incidents, and you find yourself up in the top three. Now, 35 seconds down, not ideal, but the results won't ever show that in the long run. But it was fun, it was interesting, and I am ready to get on to China, to say the least.
Yeah, man, I watched you. We saw you overtake quite a few cars. We talked about that at the beginning of the race, is watching those wings. But you made it out of Vietnam with the podium position. And I bet you a lot of drivers here tonight are ready to get on to China. And just want to say congrats to UFR Ardell for his first league race win, man. Congratulations. But I'm going to turn it back over to Webster now. Thank you guys for joining us here tonight.
Yeah, well said, Saxman. Great interview there. Like Me or Not, congratulations. Also, Get Me My Pipe did not join us, like Saxman said earlier. What a shame for him. But fantastic result for him, though, tonight. The second position for him. Yes, again, this was the Breakout Racing League Tier 4. We're going to be back next week, Monday at 9:30. The Breakout Racing League is all throughout the week. We have many different tiers on many different platforms. Actually, many means 2 platforms. But that could be a lot to a lot of people. But yeah, so the Breakout Racing League is going on all week, every week. Hopefully you guys and the viewers can tune in next week. Next Monday, 9:30, we'll be back. Jonathan Webster alongside Saxman again. This was the Vietnam Grand Prix. Congrats to all the finishers and the drivers on the podium tonight. Guys, have a great week. Take care. Stay safe. And have a great night.